Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling. 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 Every day I'm.
And when you in the trenches, it's cool to shoot them bullets. How you gonna defend yourself when them bullets coming back?
BoxingVoice.com.
What broke him down? Was it just the body punching? When I was hitting him with body punching, I heard him, actually he was crying in there. You were saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him? Yes. When did that happen? And perhaps the fourth round on?
BoxingVoice.com.
So that you knew you had him by that time. Absolutely, but I knew he was tough and taking those punches.
Quality Beyonce Productions.
Making women gestures like, oh.
Let's go, champ.
What up? Welcome back. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. We're going to be doing a preview and predictions for this weekend's big fights with Eimantas Stanionis taking on Vergil Ortiz, and he will be defending that WBA regular, which basically is a Willy Wonka ticket to the winner of Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence. Doesn't necessarily mean they'll get a shot at that guy, but it is a path to those two men. So this is what we're going to be talking about. This fight is happening Saturday, and there's so much boxing this weekend. I wanted to start the previews and predictions a little early so that nothing gets either buried or left behind, right? Because this is a big welterweight fight, even though later on this month we'll be having Errol Spence taking on Terrence Crawford, which we'll be talking about at 12 o'clock. That show is based off Sean Porter's thoughts that Earl has a huge, and I quote, huge advantage over Terrence Bud Crawford. So we will be talking about that this afternoon at 3 p.m. So join us at 3 p.m. right now. This is your Breakfast Club of Boxing, and we're still talking welterweight division because it is hot. Vergil Ortiz, I don't know, for me, he's a little inconsistent, even though he's like very consistent when it comes to knockout punches and performances, right? He's the only guy that doesn't get spoken of, in that manner. And, when you think of Better Beef, they have him as a knockout artist, David Benavidez is considered the Mexican monster. They've given Vergil Ortiz no sort of nickname. They haven't played up his power in any way. We have to remind our audience that this guy is 100% knockout ratio, no different than Artur Beterbiev, right? So it's pretty unfortunate. Outside of him having that knockout streak, he is a bit inconsistent. I mean, I feel like this guy's been sick now 3 times, maybe, pulling out of fights a few times, and by a few I mean about 3. He gets sick. I don't know what he has, but you just never know. And even one of those fights, if it isn't 3 complete pullouts, well, then it's 2, and one of those fights are him claiming to have fought and still won, obviously, with the 100% knockout ratio. But, him claiming to have fought while, still being sick and whatnot. So, yeah, man, interesting. But all in all, a great fight. And very excited that, it's taking place. It crept up on me for sure. And I'm ready, though. I'm certainly ready to see what Stanionis can do. He's been very consistent, taking on tough opposition. I remember speaking to him before he fought Butayev, and I was a little worried for him. Butayev is a little dirty mojo, right? So I didn't know, could Stanionis handle that? And sure enough, he could, man. And what he's shown us, over the time is that he's got a very good jab, and he's consistent with that jab. He doesn't shy away from that jab, not afraid to use it. When the going gets tough, he's on there, man. He's doing what he's got to do. So I love it. And I don't mind this fight in any way. It's funny because Golden Boy won the purse bid. I just feel the lack of promotion. I've received numerous emails and things of that nature, but I don't feel the push from the people, right? I don't think we as a people are talking about this fight. And that was another reason why I didn't want to wait till Thursday to, start talking about it. Plus, you got Boots and Villa also on Saturday. So we need to pick an entire day for, that particular card and fight. Because once again, the welterweight division is definitely, bubbling, right? We got the very top fighting, and right underneath it is Vergil and Stanionis. So I love it. But we are going to open up the phone lines because there's not much to say. This is previews and predictions. I'm going to go with the upset. I think that Stanionis' jab is going to give Ortiz all types of problems. Plus, again, the health issues. I know he's probably coming into this camp healthy, but there was a few postponements. I know that one of those were on behalf of Eimantas as well, right? I think he had like a broken septum or something he had surgery for, he told us. But yeah, I'm going to go with the underdog. I'm pretty sure the world is going with the knockout puncher, and there's really no reason not to choose Vergil outside of, I think Stanionis is a good boxer. I think he's a damn good boxer. He doesn't have the legs of a Keith Thurman, which is what he's lacking. That's what I really wish he had, because then he can for sure get away from the power. Plus, offset that power with the amazing jab that he has. And I'm not saying it's a Charlo jab, Jermell, or Jamal by that matter. They both have good jabs. I'm not saying it's that great. And again, that's because they use their feet. I feel like he's a little more stationary. He's right there. And you've seen that in the Butayev fight. That was a bit of a fear for me. Like I said, going into that fight, I know how Butayev fights. I know that, Stanionis, in my opinion, again, is a bit stationary. But he don't move his head too much neither. He might get knocked out. Let's be real. In the Butayev fight, it's coming back to me. Man, his face was red as fuck. And he took a lot of shots. He's there to be hit for sure. But I'm hoping the jab is going to frustrate Vergil. I don't know that it can for 12 rounds. Like, again, that Butayev fight, I should look this up. That Butayev fight, while Eimantas did very well, in my opinion, and deserved and got the win, his face was red as fuck. He did get hit. You know what I mean? He was getting touched up. So I'm not mad at anybody for choosing Vergil. But let me see. We do have a poll, and we got 20% by decision for Eimantas, another 12% by KO for Eimantas, while Vergil has 23% by decision and 45% by KO. Rightfully so. Again, he is the big puncher. But I don't know. We're going to have to go through that. He's been knocking out some decent names, too. I can't even front. Mickinson, Kavalaskis, those are the ones off top that are coming to me. So, I can't complain. Those are decent names. But I don't know. They're not Stanionis. That's for sure. Let me see if I can find these highlights here. I'll watch these Colazzos. Let's see how he did with the old man. Damn. That was the highlights right there. But if you want to call in, you want to give us your opinion, like I said, as of right now, we'll see how the weigh-in goes. I'm entitled to change my mind after the weigh-in. But for right now, yeah, man, I think I'm going to go with Eimantas. Plus, you got to remember, Vergil ate himself out of what, 2 or 3 divisions now? Like, pretty sure. What, did he start at 40? I should double check that for the Vergil, super fans. Get at me, bro. You know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure he didn't fight at 40 and went to 47 because allegedly his stable mates, but now he's not with Roger. Excuse me. Rest in peace, Roger Mayweather. Now he's not with Robert Garcia, who had a couple of 140-pounders at the time. Even Mikey was active. So let's see here. Vergil's 25, still young, definitely young. I would have to say Hooker's probably the biggest knockout, but the most valuable is probably Kavalaskis because Hooker's proven to not be that durable the way we probably would have liked him to be. But I got RRT Boxing with Mr. A. $5 super chat. He says, it's also publicity. But he meant publicly. Oh, excuse me, no. Is it also publicly known? Okay, I think he meant down. Crawford 2 times at, okay, I think he meant least. Hard to back Ortiz like that. Yep. Okay, so he meant to say, it's also publicly known he turned down Crawford 2 times at least. Hard to back Ortiz like that. I hear you, but I never took anything away from him for not taking those fights. If you're not ready, why get in there to prove something to the world that you can't do right now? Him and Robert Garcia at the time made it clear that they needed a little bit more time, and that's okay, man. There's nothing wrong. He's only 25. He's only 25. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. This generation right now, like the last, I guess, 2 Olympic crops, they're moving a little faster. At 25, some of these dudes are already, 2 divisions, 2-time champ, 2-division champions, unified champions, some like Devin Haney, undisputed champions before 25, like Shakur, 2-division, 1-time unified, Tio, 2-division, what is Tio? 2-division, 1-time unified, 2-division champ. Hold on a sec. Sorry about that. Fucking hell. So yeah, man. Again, I can see how some people be like, well, Ness, he's not young, because if you compare him to his contemporaries, some of these guys are very accomplished at that age. But we still know it's only 25. There's still so much he can do, especially when you got late bloomers that get into this sport and, they start flourishing in their late 20s, 28 and beyond, things like that, 30s. So I don't know, man. I'm not I'm not knocking Vergil for not moving at a Keyshawn Davis pace, at a Lomachenko and a Shakur Stevenson pace. You know what I mean? If they want to groom him, let that boy get his grooming, man. Ain't nobody mad at that. But at the same time, I feel like, I value that win, too, for Stanionis. That's what it is. I think that when we're talking about, and let me just pull up his resume, because it might be that for me. It might be that when, I'm big on resumes, and while, Ortiz's is impressive, right? What I see is, I don't know. I feel like the Butayev win is a little bit better than the Kavalasquez win. Like, Kavalasquez is certainly durable. Very, very durable. Very durable. Very tough. You see what he did to my boy Michael Fox, man. Shout out to Michael Fox. Put him down mad times. I don't even know how many that shit was. I can't remember. But, yeah, he's durable. But Butayev is durable and dirty, right? And a little bit strong. But so is Kavalasquez. He's definitely strong. We've seen that with all his fights. I don't know. I just value the Butayev win a little bit more. And really that's it. Because, I guess he got the Wolf. Hector Munoz, Lord of Mercy. He's like a career. All right. Yeah, it's really the Butayev win for me, because who did Butayev beat that I was pissed off? And that's when I seen he was, Jamal James. I said, that was a tough fight for Jamal. This guy was dirty as fuck. And then Stanionis jumped right in there with him, no issues. He gave no fucks about, how dirty this guy fought, whether or not he cheated. When we asked him, because we interviewed him, oops, I'm screen sharing the whole world. When we asked him, because we interviewed him, he said, look, we got to train for that. We know he's dirty and we got to train for that. And he certainly did. He did very well in that fight. And like I said, deserved that win. But I am going to open up these phone lines, give myself some time to roll up while I take some of these callers here. Let me pull up my sheet because I don't know who this Stockton number is. But we do have all forms of call-in available. We at the mothership, so everything is working properly. Discord rocking and rolling. Just have to request. We should be getting Danny on too. I don't know what the fuck going on with him, but Twitter's available. So I'm going out to my boy General Camino. What up? Let me actually play some of these things here. All right, maybe I'm a little off. Here we go.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Definitely need that 5-star rating. Keep me number 1 on iTunes. Especially now that Stitcher's gone. They done merged with Sirius XM. So you can no longer listen to the show on Stitcher. So you're going to have to find your way over to another platform that distributes podcasts.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Smash that thumbs up button. Don't forget, we got a 12 o'clock show talking the super fight, July 29th. We're going to be talking Earl and Terrence Crawford, but more the thoughts on Sean Porter and the fact that he believes Earl Spence has a quote-unquote huge advantage over Terrence Crawford. Mike Rios with the $5 super chat says, Vergil is special. Boots, who? Glove emoji. This fight will set the tempo for the mega fight. Hashtag Spence Crawford. I got RTR Boxing with Mr. A back with another one. $2 this time. He says, There was a headbutt in there making his marking his face up. All right. Maybe that's true. I didn't notice that. Another $5 super chat from him, so that's his third already. Shout out to you. He says, no, after hooked, he pointed at Crawford in crowd. I guess he meant hooker, not hooked. You can't turn it down. That is weak sauce. Ready or not, don't point him out after your fight. I get it, man, but you also got to sell an image, right? Like, people are watching you immediately after the fight. So what you say and what you do is two different things. That's all. General Camino, first caller. Okay, looks like we're going to have to disconnect and reconnect with Twitter. What up, General?
Yo, you can hear me?
Perfect.
Yo, Ness?
We hear you perfect, brother. Just take it away.
Oh, cool. What's good, TBV community? Ness was good. It's glad to hear from you, bro. I haven't called in since you left for your trip.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, bro. Good to have you back. As far as this fight, though, I'm going with Ortiz for the knockout. I mean, I watched that Stanionis Butayev fight last night, and you were right. Stanionis, he has a good jab, but I don't know if his defense is there. I mean, he took a lot of punches from Butayev, and I didn't necessarily think like Butayev had good punch placement. I felt like he was just swinging hard. So I don't know if Stanionis is going to be able to stay out of the range of that power for 12 rounds. He may be good up until probably like round 5 or 6, but you know, this dude Ortiz, he has a history of late round knockouts. I mean, his last 4 has been past the 6th round. I think 2 in the 7 and 1 in the 8th or the 9th. But yeah, he gets the late round knockouts. I could definitely see him knocking him out by at least round 7 or 8. And then as far as the dirty fighting with Butayev, I mean, he was a dirty fighter, especially in that Stanionis fight. But I really think Stanionis isn't slick enough to do anything with this dude Ortiz. I don't see it. The jab is nice though. The jab is nice as fuck, but I don't see it with his feet. His feet not there.
I'm just saying, Vergil ain't the slickest motherfucker either. You know what I'm saying?
He's not, but go back to the Butayev fight. He was catching Butayev with the jab, but that was his only punch, really. It wasn't too much outside of that. I mean, he had a couple hooks, but, I mean, I'm looking at the fight, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe it would be a win for Stanionis if it was the jab and he had a little bit more elusiveness, a little bit more slicker. But if he's going to be getting touched up, too, we're dealing with somebody with 100% knockout percentage. We can't be doubtful of Ortiz if he hasn't shown us anything to be doubtful of. He hasn't had a fight that hasn't ended in a knockout, so we got to run with him. It'd be foolish to think Stanionis could go in there and get to 12 rounds with him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm picking Stanionis, but like I said, I could see him getting knocked out. Everything you said, I said, keep in mind, I said he gets hit, he's there to be hit, he don't move his head that much. But it's that jab. It could be pesky, you know what I mean? Not everyone knows how to get around a jab. It sounds basic enough, but not everybody knows how to do it.
You're right, because I watched that fight last night, and I did notice that jab was quick as fuck, and it was sharp. And he was popping that shit up until probably, I would say, rounds 10, 11 with precision. So I feel you on that. But I got to go back to the 100% knockout ratio. I mean, like, outside of some quote-unquote injuries and pulling out of a fight, we haven't seen anything that would give us doubt as far as Ortiz is concerned. So I feel like we got to run with him until we see something. I mean, it's cool to speculate, but, I mean, come on. We got to go with the facts. The facts is 100% knockout ratio. In that last fight,
yeah,
bro,
but that's the thing. You only going off that. You keep saying, 100% not. Okay, so what about the facts that Stanionis has proven to be durable as fuck? What about the fact that he's proven to be disciplined with his jab?
I wouldn't say he's proven to be durable. What? I wouldn't say he's proven to be durable. Come on, bro.
How could you beat Luis Collazo? How could you beat a former champ and Luis Collazo, beat Butayev, who's super dirty, strong, and active, and not be considered durable? Like, explain how he's not. Don't just tell me how he's not durable.
Okay, how he's. You know what? I give it to you. Right? You caught me. I ain't gonna stunt. We could go with the durable card. I don't think he's durable enough for this power he about to run up against. I'll put it like that.
And
well, we also
definitely...
ain't seen Vergil with somebody. I think as fresh as Stanionis. You know, we saw him in there with Mo Hooker, who had already lost and already, took some punishment in the ring. I think that this is going to be a true test for Vergil and Stanionis.
I agree.
How I sound, by the way, champ?
Just a little bit loud, but it's better to be loud than low, I figure. How are you though?
I'm all right, man. Yeah, my traveling, my fucking mic stand fucking broke. So I gotta kind of make it happen. That's why I'm like, all right, cool. Bring it a little further from my mouth. But yeah, champ, I cannot complain. My back been killing me, bro. Like I might go to the urgent care later today. I ain't gonna lie, my back is on fire. I got an icy hot patch on my back as we speak. But yeah, outside of that, can't complain. Went out to Toledo for the Jared Anderson homecoming.
I know. When did it click in your mind? Like, damn, this motherfucker always right. You seen what happened, bro. You would have made so much money if you'd have just listened.
No, I mean, I ain't bet.
You ain't bet?
I ain't bet.
That's good. That's you doing like me.
Right.
Like when you not sure, just stay away. I thought you was gonna bet because you sounded sure.
Nah, I didn't bet not because of him, because as I told you, it was gonna be a two-way parlay. I didn't know how to bet that woman's fight.
And she lost.
You
was betting her too.
But I ain't bet shit.
No, I know. But that was gonna be his parlay. Jared by knockout, Franchon Cruz by decision. And
it was no bullshit.
And I was like, yo, he might not get the knockout because this is first former world champ. And then the same thing for Franchon. I said, that shit over there, she ain't Clarissa. I told you that.
Sure. No, but I called it. See, the women's fight was the one I really called you about. But yeah, you mentioned Jared for sure. You was like, yo, he might, former world champ.
He looks small. Keep it
compared to Charles.
What?
Charles look cute.
Charles look big as fuck. The weigh-in ain't even do it for me. It was in the fight. I'm like,
same thing. Yeah, same thing. It was in the fight for me too.
I still ain't watched the video, yo. Did we talk since that? People been sending me the link with him and Roy. Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Did we talk about it? You and I? No, right?
You and I didn't talk about it, no.
What's your thoughts? I ain't see it, but I heard about it.
I think a lot of it was shit that I personally already knew.
Okay.
But I think it was good, I think it was good for someone to get it out of him and for him to kind of open up, a little bit more on himself and things like that. I don't see it as a bad thing at the end of the day, yo. Everybody got their purpose. And to be quite frank with you, I feel like most people be bullshitting when they say why they fight. Like, a lot of people fight for money and to be able to provide for their family. So I like that Roy was able to kind of give him like that old head perspective, like been through that, done that, type of thing. Because if anybody understands the pressure, it was Roy. I mean, Roy went to the Olympics, got robbed in the Olympics, and then had the career that he had. So I feel like it was definitely he can definitely relate to Jared. And it was good, man. It was really well put together, in my opinion. It was good.
So I picked Stanionis. You going with Vergil on some Mexican shit?
Yeah, I'm riding with Vergil, but I don't think it's gonna be easy. Like, people that think Stanionis is some walk in the park, or that the 100% knockout ratio just mean that it's automatic. I'm not saying he stops him, but I'm definitely picking Vergil to win. I'm not saying he doesn't stop him, but I think this is gonna be a much tougher than expected fight. You know, the previous caller said something about Vergil and we ain't seen. Fuck, man. He said something along the lines of like, we ain't seen Vergil in no trouble, only the small injuries. Well, I'm here to tell you those injuries and health issues, they're not small by any means, and they have caused issues in his career, and it's an area of concern. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's something to keep an eye out for. I think it's something to keep an eye out for. I think it's something the inactivity that we should also keep an eye out for, because when you have these health issues, these illnesses, these injuries, you know, you're not training the way you're supposed to be training. So even though he may be in the gym, it's not to the level it should be. So hopefully we're able to see to what degree of ring rust he has Saturday night.
I got a cash app from Mike Hicks. He says, tell Ringwalk to ice up, champ. Laugh out loud emoji, glove emoji.
What does that mean, ice up?
You said your back's hurt, bro, and you're using Icy Hot.
Oh, yes. Yeah, man, my fucking back been killing me, bro. Like these last 2 days, I've been
deadlifting?
I don't know no, you know what I think it was on the ride to I think it was maybe like the ride to Ohio. I just wasn't sitting right, and you feel me? And I think all those hours in the car might have, I don't know.
I got Mad Bent $102 super chat, says daily dose of Tanquil. Vergil beats down Stano. Damn. I got Suleiman the Scholar, New York City. What up? Hello. What up, Suleiman?
Hey, how you doing, Nesta? Yeah, Nesta, nice to have you back on that vacay, man. I'm happy you're back, man.
Appreciate
it. I think your partner did an excellent job while you was gone. He tried his best, but you know, now that you're here, it's much nicer. Can't wait till you guys start working together when he gets back. Also, I hope his back gets better. So yeah, man, that fight with
I'm here,
Anderson.
I'm here, baby.
Oh, okay, that's nice. Nice to have you back, also, brother. Yeah. So that fight with Jared Anderson, man. Jared Anderson showed some good boxing technique with a southpaw heavyweight that's real big, that lands. If that fight would have gone like 12 rounds, it would have gone 12 rounds. He could have got stopped because he looked like he was spent by the 10th round. But he showed character, he showed skill. He kept his composure. But one thing I noticed that his eyes was wide open, like almost through the whole fight. Maybe he overtrained for the fight because Charles Martin was a substitute. He's gonna have to work on that. He still has some stuff that he has to work on. You know what I mean? And Stanionis.
So would you like him to fight with his eyes closed?
No. But I like how he fight. But he had like a sign of overtraining or something, because his eyes were like wide open mostly through the fight. I mean, he looked pretty good. He fought pretty good. I don't think he's in the caliber of a Frank Sanchez yet, but he's getting there.
Suleiman,
maybe.
Let me ask you this $1 million question. Do you think after watching that, does he beat AJ next?
Yeah, AJ's beatable, boss. There's no doubt. AJ's too slow, lethargic. The problem with AJ was that they changed his style, man. AJ was a puncher. What made AJ great was when he was a puncher. But they started messing with his style, and now he wants to box. He can't box, man. He got to go back to the basics. If I was him, I'll work with Eddie Hearn. He's based in New York and in the United States. Take a plane, come over here to New York City, start hanging out with Andre Rozier, a guy that's going to train him to be a puncher, and forget about all this training that he's getting.
He's with Derek now. He's with Derek. Derek James fighters are all punchers.
Yeah, so make him into a hardcore puncher. Derek's going to have to really make him into a hardcore puncher like he used to be, so he could be back in his A game and forget about all this jumping around, this prancing stuff. He's not a boxer, man. He's a puncher. So this fight with Stanionis, you know, I know I'm short on time. This Stanionis fight, what Vergil's going to have to look out for is don't go on the inside and fight this guy. Control your temperament, hold your head, because if he gets into an inside fight with this young kid, he's gonna lose. Thank you for giving me the time, man, and I'm happy you're back, man. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate you. Yo, but since you're still there.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Is the right fight for Jared Mahmoud next? Or you think that's he's not ready for that?
Well,
Is he ready for that? Is he ready for that?
Well, yo, Mahmoud's been training, but Mahmoud's up in their age. Yeah, Mahmoud's up there in age, but he's been training, bro. He's keeping him fit. I don't know. Mahmoud was stripped for the belt. He wasn't defeated in the ring. I think
Jared got a WBO. He don't need a belt. Jared got a WBO. He could give Mahmoud a shot.
No, he got an NABO belt. He got the NABO belt. WBO International. He got a I think he got another belt too. But what he got to do right now, man, I got to think I put him against somebody else, man. Put him against somebody else. Avoid. These are the guys he got to avoid.
Everybody. So wait. So you think it's dangerous right now? You don't think it's the right fight right now?
No, because the guy's constantly training, man. Mahmoud is hungry, bro. Mahmoud went into the ring and was asking the other. He was asking the other baby to come in and fight him. Well, as soon as baby knocked out Lucas Brown, he went in the ring and was asking him to come in. So now he fights the other baby, baby Anderson.
Bro, let me tell you
want to make
Let me tell you something. He'll send Mahmoud straight to the AARP office. You feel me? Retirement plan, 401k, the whole 9 yards, bro. Stop
that. So send him the contract, Danny. Send him a contract, man. Just like that.
Bro, he ain't worthy of one. What the fuck? Bring Big Baby Miller or one of these other motherfuckers, bro. What the fuck, Mahmoud ass? What commission going to prove that, bro? Old ass. High blood pressure, diabetes, and shit. Fuck out of here, bro.
He said send him the contract.
Jerry hit him wrong to the chest. His heart gonna stop real quick for a second or two, yo.
Bruh, he said send him the contract, Danny.
Like I'm Jay Prince or something. Like I work with them.
You better call Leonard, man. You better call Leonard. Antonio.
Yeah, right. Call Tone real quick. Yo, who we got on the lines? Yo, how was the vacation, bro? I ain't talked to you like.
Nah, that shit was ill, man. First time I ever did something like that. I mean, from everything, like I told y'all already, and by y'all I mean the audience. I'd never been to my country with my mom. Have you? Because I know you went back a lot with your dad, you said, so you probably was there with your family entirely, right? Yeah, we never did that, bro. My parents.
But like, I ain't never done it as an adult. Like the last time I went to Mexico with my family was a week, like right before I left for the military. I had just turned 18, so it's like I could drink out there, but it's one of those things like I'm still. It ain't the same. Like I wasn't a grown ass man. Like I'm a grown ass man now. Like I go out there, have a drink with my dad, have a drink with my mom. Like it's different now.
Yeah, no.
So I ain't done that. I ain't done that.
It was dope being able to do that. I took my mom to mad spots. So now, like the capital is like the Dominican version of New York. So now she was in the capital yesterday, hit me on WhatsApp, talking about, what's the restaurant you took me to? She wanted to go back. So now it was good, man, because, when you are born in those third world countries, I told the audience already, you don't really travel the country. You go back to your town. A lot of immigrants are content with that too. They content with just going back to their pueblo. You know what I mean?
I hate that, bro. I hate that. That's
exactly.
how my parents, my whole family, I'm in Chicago. They're all in Mexico. So I'm going to be here and not even see them. But bro, it's like, why are y'all there? Like y'all in the town, ain't shit to do. I know that's where you from, but it's like, bro, go adventure some shit. Like I sent them shit to do in the city. And my dad kept saying, we're not in the city. I'm like, that's the point. Go to the fucking city. Exactly. Go see some shit. Go explore some shit. You get what I'm saying? So, he got sick, actually. He had to get rushed into surgery.
Your dad?
So yeah, bro. He had to get rushed into surgery in Mexico. Huh?
When was this?
Thursday. He got, surgery was the day I was supposed to fly out here. So Thursday.
Damn.
So almost a week ago.
So he's still in Mexico?
Yeah, they still out there. So
you in Chicago by yourself? They not there? Nobody's there?
Nah, my brother, but my brother don't live here. You feel me? My brother got his own spot, so he'll pop his head in. But bro, I just been alone, and you ain't done the show, so I'm just sitting at my mom's house, bored as fuck, bro.
I didn't know. I thought they was there.
Fuck no, bro. I'm sitting here like I've been waiting. People don't understand. I've been thirsty to do the show because I'm like, fuck, I'm just here.
Nah, I had to get shit in order, man. I had to get shit in order. It was impossible to be out here without a car, so I had to buy a car. Then I had to, get.
You bought a car?
Yeah, I bought a car, but it's a used car,
No, shit, but
just something to leave out here so that we always got something here because it's crazy, bro. Everything is like 48 minutes, bro. I live in the sticks out here. Like, see, because I never planned on Vegas happening. So my life goal was like, oh, move to Florida. So I don't really like people. So I moved alone. I mean, you haven't even been here yet, right? Or you've been once?
No.
Oh. Well, yeah, I moved alone. My city is not even like developed. It's still land on my street and everything. So, man, it's far, but it's still beautiful. It's what I want. I love it, but everything is far. You certainly need a car. You can't do a motherfucking thing out here. And everything closes, brother. The Aldi closes at 9, which is whatever your version of supermarkets is.
We got Aldi
shit
out
is crazy.
here.
How could the Aldis close at 9, bro? Like, what about Pampers and milk? Like, this shit crazy.
Yeah, I think that for me, anytime I come home, it's like, damn, it's almost like a culture shock, and like I forgot what time shit closes out here because I've been in Vegas for so long.
And they cater.
It's like, bro, and like 30 minutes from the strip, like I'm in Henderson, it don't fucking matter. I could go 5 minutes from my house and get anything I need at any time of the night.
Exactly. We used to the city life, bro. It's like even me, because I moved down here, but I'm coming from Jersey. It's 12. I was literally 12 miles away from New York. So it's like you could get anything in Jersey at any time. The lack of variety in out here is crazy. Like, I promise you, I had to drive 93 miles to look at a car. Because I'm buying a used car, so if you selling your car, you might live 93 miles from me. I'm pissed off, bro, because I was stalking this dude. I wanted his Escalade so bad, and I'm stalking.
What'd you get?
I got not an Escalade. I got a fucking Nissan. But it's nice. It's nice. I'm happy as fuck with it. It's an SUV. It's an older Pathfinder, but it is in mint condition. That's the beauty thing, again, if you're willing to drive, this is the right state. It's so big. You're going to find yourself an old white couple that's ready to upgrade. And you take they car that they keep in the garage and they only go to Walmart. They retired already.
So watch this, right? I got my license 10 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my first car 10 years ago. So in 2013, the car was 20 years old because it was a 1993.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that car was in the most pristine under 100,000 miles.
Oh, wow.
It was at like, bro, it had like 92,000 miles.
No, that's amazing. For a 20-year-old car that you're buying it and it's 20 years old and it's got 100, that dude is...
One owner, bro. One owner. They're like, yeah, this is the car that we take to the grocery store on the weekends and the church on Sundays, and that's it.
No, that's how I feel. I feel like I got extremely lucky with this, even though I would have preferred the Escalade. And now the motherfucker, because I was only buying cars like on Facebook Market. Like that was the main, place I was searching outside of all the .coms out there, right? But man, this dude, he just wouldn't answer, bro. And then he was so far from me. Like, bro, I didn't even know it existed. I thought that was a movie. My man's literally from Lake Placid. Yeah. I'm like...
What movie is that?
I don't know, but it's a movie. I'm telling you. It's a movie. I'm telling you. Look it up. And, yeah, bro, he just dropped his shit now. Like, so many of the people I was, like, communicating with and trying to... Because I was looking for a deal. Let's be real. I wasn't paying nobody's listing. Whatever you had... I'm telling you, my wife was laughing at me, bruh. It didn't matter what you had. I was coming at you with what I had. Okay, so hypothetically, you want 20. I'm giving you 10. That's what I'm spending. And so it's like you got it listed there, like, yo, I want 20 for my car, and I'm coming at you like, this ain't me lowballing you. This is just what I got. If you want it, you want it. Some people were saying, hell yeah. We was waking up to, can I get a hell yeah message? Like, I'm like, God damn. I'm like, babe, look, this motherfucker really taking $5,000 less, $6,000 less, and we ain't even see it. Imagine when I go drive and I start nitpicking, because I know about a motherfucking car. Can't nobody fool me. I've been doing this shit. I done bought cars in the auction, bought cars in the street, bought cars 0 miles from the dealership. I done it all. So now I had a little bit of fun, but I'm obsessive, you know, so it took away from the show because I'm like searching nonstop. But now back to your regularly scheduled program. We're gonna go to Blog Talk since we haven't yet. In the 219, I'm lazy right now. Who's this?
It's Khaled, bro.
Khaled, what up, Indiana? I always see that 219 and think 209 Stockton, bro. I gotta stop that.
Nah, 219, that's Northwest Indiana. Them my next door neighbors right here next to OG house.
Yeah.
Hammond, Gary, Munster, Maryville.
Told you, Donald Banks said the movie with the giant alligator eating people where the old lady was feeding the cows. That's Lake Placid, bro. Go ahead, though. My bad, champ.
Nah, it's all good, bro. Hey, bro, I'm gonna go with Stanionis in this one, man. I like the Stanionis jab. I think he's very durable. I think he's gonna take Vergil 12 rounds, and Vergil hasn't been 12 rounds in a fight yet. So I think I like the Stanionis chin, even though he do get touched a lot. I think he's gonna be durable and all that. I think like Danny said, that was a great point. Vergil has an interactive. He does have some health issues and things like that. And Vergil isn't that he like elusive either. Like he's like there to get hit. Kavalaskas hurt him in that fight. You know what I'm saying? Like so I think that even though we haven't seen Stanionis display great power, I think he does have some power. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just go with Stanionis in a split decision. I think it's gonna be a close fight, but I'm gonna go with Stanionis, man. I like that jab. I like that jab that he got, and I think he got more to the arsenal than just the jab. So I like that, and I think Vergil might lose that, bro. And I think it's set up for like a boot Stanionis, Yeah, I like that. I'm going with Stanionis, bro. I'm with you, bro. Now look, he could get knocked out, but fuck that. I'm going with Stanionis, bro. That's my call.
All right, Indiana, stand up. I got David H. $2 Super J says, y'all know where the weigh-ins will be in San Antonio? Yes, sir. I looked this up for you already, and the weigh-in is open to the public. It's going to be, the location is the AT&T Center East Entrance. All right? That's all I got for you. But don't say we never gave you nothing. See that? You get that live information. I got Officer Drool Titan LLC. $2 Super Chat says Richard Torres, the fake big baby. Over the fake big baby. I don't know. Torres' Styles makes fights. But Danny, you can't take it personal. This is what happens when a dude shows a little bit of vulnerability.
No, for sure. No, I think it's good, bro. I think it's good. I think people, because let's not forget when we had the was it Brad Jacobs, the matchmaker that we had on the show? So when we had Brad, let's not forget that he was saying how hard it's been to get people in the ring with Jared, how fighters have been overpricing themselves. So I think that, showing vulnerability for Jared is good. I think that more people are going to be willing to take the fight. I think we've seen more people vocal on taking the fight, and I think they'll take it for less money, right? Because now vulnerability's been shown, and people think, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? I could get in there. I could do this. I could beat Jared Anderson. So yeah, bro, I think it's good. I think it's good that he has shown vulnerability. I think it's good that he has gone the distance. You know,
Yo, it's so funny. I just seen a chat talking about Suleiman's call and said, "Ain't this the guy that thinks Haney could beat Earl Spence?" Shout out to Suleiman being one of those memorable callers. Yeah, nah, but I said that, man. I did a show on Jared's fight, and I said that the vulnerability is gonna add. You know, we knew people that was turning down $250,000 to fight the motherfucker. So now you saying the same shit I said. Now they probably gonna fight him. Man. But I feel like people, they live in the moment. I remember the interview with Brad Jacobs. I remember him saying this opponent was supposed to be a nobody. It was not supposed to be about the opposition. It was supposed to be about the homecoming. That changed twice. He got an undefeated opponent that was also a knockout artist, and then last minute, a former champ. So it's still levels that he went up. He might have not, passed the exam with a 98 or 100, but he passed the exam, and it wasn't a D. I mean, if I'm the teacher, I'm not giving him a D for his performance. He got a knockdown. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it was us as humans, we remember the last thing we saw, and at the last 10 seconds, he got hit and got what looked like maybe staggered or dazed. So that's what they remember. But outside of that, I mean, did Martin win rounds?
I'm gonna be honest with you, and it was funny because I was asking media before they announced it, because I gave him one round. Like, no funny shit. I gave him the 5th. I thought the shot at the end of the 10th wasn't enough to win the 10th. Like, I gave him the 5th, and that was it. And I know one judge had it 9 rounds to 1. I don't know what the other judges had it, but some people thought the scorecards were too wide. I thought they was on par. Like, yo,
you know what it is?
He had his.
It's the TBV effect, Danny. Like, you are a host, you bigged him up, so they have to embellish on what took place. You also said he could beat AJ. I had people calling in like, I'm like, oh, I had to be like, yo, I'm not Danny. I don't remember.
I still think that. 425-569-5241. Tell him to call in.
I was like, oh, I don't remember ever saying he could beat AJ right now.
I did. Ain't shit changed. 425-569-5241. Press one time.
And look, and he might do it right now after that experience. I don't know that he would have done it right now before this fight. Like, if AJ
did you watch the fight live? I know you ain't do a fight chat.
Nah, I couldn't watch it live. Nah, I was.
So you had to go back.
Mm-hmm.
But you did watch it in its entirety.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why, you think, like?
No.
He did more than enough to beat an AJ? Because AJ Stone Cold knocked out Charles Martin, bro. Like, that was the worst. Like the boxing gods played you. Like, you said, oh, he could beat AJ next. Then all of a sudden they gave him an AJ opponent and he doesn't do what AJ did.
I mean, Charles Martin was on one leg, my guy. Like, let's not forget the truth. Like, you get what I'm saying? Charles Martin was coming off that injury.
No,
he wasn't 100%.
No. You got the story wrong.
No. I know he won the title. I know he won the title. But bro, then first defense was AJ.
Yeah,
coming off
injury.
that and Charles Martin was coming off that injury.
No, it was the opponent who he won the belt from had the injury. I'm pretty sure if you Google it, you younger than me. You probably got you younger. It could, maybe you right, but I'm gonna just say I'm on the side that I remember the fight for the vacant IBF, Charles Martin versus some Russian or.
No, you right. Yeah. No, Duke got hurt. You right.
Yeah, it was him that was hurt. Martin was fresh.
I mean, even more reason, bro. Even more reason for people to think that he can't beat AJ and for that fight to happen.
Well, I'm gonna tag your boy in. Tag team back again.
Who my boy?
Yo.
We
what
hear
up,
you.
though, Danny, my guy? You know what the fuck going on?
Trees, what up, man?
What up, though?
Man, I thought you was gonna come in with
man.
more energy. Man, I tagged you in. You like, he like peeking his toe in the way. He like, yo, what up, though?
Yeah, I gotta make sure my audio good. But you know what the fuck going on? Hey, you need to relax, man. You on bullshit. Hey, don't worry. I'm gonna get on your ass. Just give me some time to heat up. I'm on your ass. Don't worry. But hey, I feel like you talking that shit. Hold on. What you think about Jared Anderson versus Andy Ruiz, my nigga? You think he could beat Andy?
Why you giving me energy like I said Anderson a bum? I ain't say nothing negative over here. What's going on?
You talking reckless. I think Jared Anderson could beat Andy Ruiz for the record. Andy Ruiz who knocked your man's out. So I'm just saying. I think that should be on some real shit. The more I got the plot,
but listen,
I'm like,
but listen.
Go ahead.
You just another Jared fan that think he could beat somebody. Danny was a Jared fan that thought he could beat AJ a fight ago, remember? Now you a Jared fan that think he could beat Ruiz a fight after.
I feel like he could beat Andy before. Like we was just talking about before. We were talking about the size of the heavyweight. All these big motherfuckers, and then I got to thinking, I'm like, well, shit. Andy Ruiz is a smaller stature guy. You feel me? Who knocked out a taller stature guy.
But you seen what Andy did. You see how good Andy? I don't think you watch Andy fight Joseph Parker. Andy ain't no bum. Andy ain't no bum.
I don't think Jared no bum. So it makes for a good
And let me
fight.
tell y'all, something else too. Andy got a new girl. Y'all better stop sleeping on Andy like he ain't out here trying to fucking win. Whoever he fight, he about to give him.
Yeah, and he got a new crib. He got a brand new crib, brand new mansion.
And he gave her a G5 wagon. You think he out here trying to work. That's why he told Wilder, fuck out of there with your 30%. Give me 50. I got to pay for all that shit I gave her. Shit. Andy hungry.
That's his fault.
Yo,
Andy hungry.
He can't ask for no 50 against Wilder, though. He tripping.
I mean,
not at all.
He is, because Wilder has historically done better pay-per-view numbers, so he's the A-side clear and day.
He don't deserve 50% against Wilder. I ain't gonna
but Wilder ain't got another pay-per-view fight not named Andy, unless you fighting Usyk, which America don't care about. Like, this is your green print.
AJ?
I'm talking about this. Y'all ain't hear me. I said this is your green print. He don't really got another one.
Yeah, but you just said that the only
America
other fight
care
is
about.
Usyk.
That
So it's
America
like
care.
Usyk.
That America care about. I don't know that we care about AJ anymore.
Americans would care more about the AJ fight than the Usyk fight.
I don't know. I don't know. Usyk beat AJ twice back to back. Then a fat kid beat AJ too. Dudes that wasn't supposed to beat him. Like Wilder lost to the number one heavyweight. That's different.
I would care about the Usyk.
But bro, you gotta realize for one, AJ has fought one time in America, and it was on a bigger stage than Usyk has ever fought. Usyk has fought. I think his biggest crowd in America. Listen to me. I think his biggest crowd in America was maybe 8,000 fans, maybe 8,000 against a last-minute 3-day replacement.
I never defended Usyk though. Why you downing Usyk? I never said Usyk is a big fight.
You said that it's bigger than AJ in America to Americans, and I'm telling you
Wilder
that the
Ruiz. No, you misunderstanding the lack of communication.
No. You said Wilder Ruiz is the green print.
Yes.
You said the only other fight that could be on pay-per-view is Usyk, and that's what I'm saying.
I said if Skill Challenge paid for it, man. Don't nobody care. I literally said it after that. Like, if Skill Challenge paid for it, don't nobody care about that. Like, Americans don't care about that. We don't.
Oh, see, I thought you were saying that Americans don't care about AJ Wilder. I'm like, bro,
if Americans cared, and I don't mean the fans, bro, because we don't control the network. ESPN ain't offering Wilder and Usyk no fucking money because they don't give a fuck. Showtime ain't trying to put it on TV because they don't give a fuck. They numbers don't lie. The analytics don't prove that Usyk is bringing in numbers. That's not the right match for them.
By the way, man. Let's hold on. I got to speaking of that, and speaking of Usyk, by the way, since that's another point I would like to make, since you thought that Jared is too small for this heavyweight shit. Usyk is not the biggest fighter as well, and he has 3 of the belts. You feel me? That's the point I would like to throw out there. I'm just saying, I definitely feel like Jared can take it, Andrew Ruiz, and I feel like, you feel me?
Trees, you gotta stop interpreting things so negatively. I said he's small. I didn't say he's small and can't get it done. You talking about? Oh, I'm just going to throw out there. Look at Usyk. He did it.
The way you was talking, I felt that's how I interpret. Like you saying, like,
bro, I literally said all the same talking points you and I talked about. It's just me and Danny ain't get to talk about it. Now he hearing them again for a second time, and it's negative to him. Y'all funny. Stop being fans of men. You only feeling like this because you feeling like this because it's Jared.
My man Jared is just like, I'm getting tired of these. And when my man is 23 years old, and I'm a fan of, like, this is how, like, we making good progression. And I feel like we talking about green pressure. If my man's trying to be in here until he's 27, that's short. Andrew Ruiz will be a good fight. You talking about a green print? That's our version of the green print. Fuck it. He the next best.
I don't know. I think 27 is just talking, man. That's mad ambitious. 23, he got to take off, right? To retire at 27, like what's
but that's the thing. You got to go watch the thing with Roy, bro. That's the thing. You got to go watch the thing with Roy. Did you watch the interview? Did you watch the interview he did with Fight Hub?
Nah, none of them.
Before the fight?
None of them.
Okay. Yeah, bro. He don't care about none of that, bro. He don't care about none of that shit.
None of what?
It don't. The titles, none of that shit. It don't matter. It don't matter who.
Right? It's all money though. You saying he don't care about legacy?
He made
doing
a good point.
Hold on.
He made a point.
No. I'm just saying, as far as the green, as far as like the titles and shit, like for the big fights and trying to accomplish it by 27. That's why I'm like, it's not ambitious because his goal isn't to necessarily be the best heavyweight in the world. Now, if that comes with it, great. Because, you know, obviously some of the money fights would be the title fights or the big fights, shit like that. But if it ain't that, that's cool too. Like, it's
But that's cool to say in an interview, but we know what that interprets to is all I'm saying. Like, saying it ain't about legacy and it's more about handling business financially is saying the same thing because you ain't going to get paid big money without the big name, and the big name usually got the belt. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they not about to give him $2 million to fight Kobolowski again. Whoever the fuck that dude was.
I'll put it to you like this, right? I think that most of the money fights in boxing would come from the chance. So, like Fury, I think Fury is the biggest money fight in boxing, right?
Wilder, AJ,
Wilder and AJ. I don't know. They probably, close to a neck, and maybe AJ is a little bit more than Wilder, right? So it's like we've listed 3 names and a total of 1 belt combined between the 3 names, right? I think Ruiz is probably the next biggest fight. You get what I'm saying? So now we've listed 4 names and 1 belt combined. I think that there is possibilities for crossover that would make him more money than a Usyk fight. I think that is really what they want to do, but of course, yes, some of the big money fights in boxing is going to be the title fights, yes.
But how do you cross over without being a big name here?
Well, I think that he's trying to grow his brand, trying to grow his name. He started a YouTube channel, got a camera guy now, and I'm happy for him because, bro, this is shit that I told him to do the last camp, and he's like, I just don't have a camera guy, which is why I start shooting for him because it's like, yo, you should have a camera guy. Now he got a camera guy. Now he got a TikTok. Now he got a YouTube channel. He's doing giveaways. You know what I'm saying? Like all that shit. Especially being under a J Prince umbrella, and I spoke to Shakur about this when I was in Toledo over the weekend. It's like, yo, let's give Antonio Leonard and J Prince their flowers. I mean, we talking about Floyd Mayweather Jr., we talking about Roy Jones Jr., we talking about Andre Ward, we talking about Shakur Stevenson, now Jared Anderson. So, they have an eye for talent, and I think they, they have the potential to grow Jared into a big star, and they know what they're doing, in my opinion. So I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing or like, how do you do it? I think they know how to do it. I think it was a matter of Jared wanting to do, the things and wanting to be more open. And like I said, now we see him on social media. He got the channel, he got this, he got that. So I think that's how you cross over, and that's how you able to do it. Obviously, he still got to handle business in the ring, but I think it's a combination of.
Trees.
Hey, hold on. I'm in here. Hey, I just want to make some points. And by the way, speaking of that Jay Prince point, and that's another point with him fighting Andy. I got a question. Do you think Jared Anderson versus Andy in Houston? How you think that? Do you think that is that not a big fight?
Jared Anderson
Absolutely.
versus
Absolutely. Jared Anderson versus Andy Ruiz in Houston, Texas. That's a fucking huge fight, Ness.
guys.
I know you know it.
Guys.
That's a fantastic fight.
But this is what I'm saying. I gotta end this call because both of y'all is Jared fans and y'all blinded.
I ain't calling for the Andy fight. I am not calling for the Andy fight.
I'm just saying y'all blinded.
I just answer his question.
Andy turning down Wilder, who is the biggest American.
I just want you to answer the question.
No, you need to answer the question. You need to answer the question. Wilder got turned down by Andy, who is the biggest American pay-per-view draw for heavyweights. That's Deontay Wilder. His offer got rejected by Andy, but you somehow think tight-ass Bob Arum, who sent 25% to fucking Shakur, is about to make Jared versus Ruiz in fucking Texas. You two dudes are weird. Y'all weird. Stop.
Whoa. How I'm weird, gang? I just answered this question. I'm not pushing for the fight. I'm not calling for the fight. I'm not saying the fight next.
Why y'all weird? Because this what y'all said. We talking about one belt between, look at these names, Tyson Fury. How you gonna get Tyson Fury?
No. But what was we talking about? We was talking about the biggest possible paydays in the sport before he retired.
They're not possible.
So in the next 3-4 years, those aren't possible because the topic of conversation in that very moment, you were saying it's unrealistic by 27.
Champ, Jared Anderson, mark my words, Jared Anderson will never, ever fight Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, or Andy Ruiz. It ain't happening, bro. Look at the age difference. Wilder's about to be 36. Fury retired
but what
3
was we
times.
talking about, brother? Stop pushing the goalposts. What was we talking about? You were saying the biggest possible fights. You were saying,
and they're not possible. Tell me how they're possible. What year could you make them? What? Trees, you gotta go.
Bro.
You gotta go. What year could you make those fights, Danny? What year could
any of the next 4 years, bro? What you mean? Not this year, but I'm saying I can see him
offering Wilder a fight at 40 years old. You think Wilder gonna fight Jared Anderson at 40?
Hit me. Those guys gotta fight each other, right? Somebody gonna fight somebody, right? Somebody gonna win and somebody gonna motherfucking lose.
Let me ask you this. We gonna start with AJ. AJ fights Wilder next. Who you got winning?
Wilder.
Is AJ retired?
No.
Wow. You think he keeps fighting after a Wilder loss? He gonna what? He gonna stick around to lose to Fury too?
I think he's so prideful, yo. I think he's not gonna go out not on top. I think he's a very prideful individual.
So you mean a gimme win? He ain't fighting no
more.
No,
I think
he ain't fighting no more top guys.
I mean, he got to fight somebody in the top.
Okay, you giving him a shot after that. So after he loses to Wilder, you think he fights who?
Like even Jermaine Franklin, like he ain't no top 5, maybe not even a top 10, but he's definitely a top 15 heavyweight. Right?
So you saying he'll fight Jermaine again, like on the way out? Okay.
No. I'm saying he'll fight like a top 15 guy. Like I'm just saying he ain't fought no guy that ain't in the top 10, top 15.
I thought after Wilder, if he loses that, he's done. Like he's a rich person. But
he's a very rich person with a huge ego.
Okay. Usyk and Fury get paid by skill challenge. We not even talking politics. Usyk Fury fight next. There's a rematch clause. What do you think happens? Those two men keep fighting, or those two men retired after that?
I mean, I think we might see. So I would pick Fury, right? And because of that, it's like, bro, 2 wins. Now you undisputed. You didn't won every belt in every which manner. You get what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, for me, I think Fury walk away. I don't think Usyk walk away.
Wow. I think Usyk walks away if he undisputes cruiser and heavyweight. He's done. It's literally,
But that's what I'm saying.
It's over after that.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he will undispute heavyweight because Fury beats him.
Okay.
So because of that, I see Fury sticking around. I mean, Usyk sticking around.
Okay.
And he's younger, and he's younger too.
No, and Loma's like that. Loma's pesky. He wants to keep fighting. So I could see that. They fake brothers.
Not just that, not many professional fights.
But again, look at that world you just said. He lost to Fury. He rematched Fury. He lost to Fury. He ain't fighting Jared. My point of all this is to show you these men.
Yeah, but you're showing me the next year and a half. What about the 2 years that come after that?
But that's what I'm saying, bro. These men won't fight a 10-year-old.
So look. I just want to circle back. I just want to circle back because those names were brought up right when I mentioned how in his interview he's not necessarily chasing, right? So the belts and shit like that. So my whole purpose was to show, regardless, the belts and not, it's like there's other fights to be made. You get what I'm saying?
You're right.
So
you're right.
I think that Jared is, bro. I really think that he has a potential to cross over. Like, I like the social media shit they doing. I think he's a charismatic guy. I think he's a relatable guy, and he just got to keep doing this thing in the gym. There's things that I truly loved about the fight. There's things I didn't like about the fight, but it's his world, champ. I think that the ball is in his court. It's his world. He's so fucking young. If there's a rush, it's because he chooses for there to be a rush. I have no problems with the performance as far, like, I have no problems with the outcome.
A win is a win. A win
I
is
have
a
no
win.
problems. I have no problems with the outcome. I think that I really wanted him to go rounds before fighting the top guy, whenever that comes. So it's like, cool, he fought a former world champion, went rounds. I didn't think he would go rounds in this one, if I'm being honest. I didn't. But I think it's a good thing that he did, and I think that you only could learn from it, for real.
For sure. Back to the main topic. We got a poll asking you who wins and how. Eimantas Stanionis by KO, 14%. Stanionis by decision, 22%. Vergil Ortiz by decision, 26%. And Vergil Ortiz by KO, 38%. Almost 500 votes. We got over 500 watching. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button if you haven't already done so. You can't forget, I get it, but we definitely need that because it helps with the visibility. I got Don Juan on Discord.
Yo, you can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yo, what up, TBV?
What up?
Ness? Danny? All right, so I got a couple things. So if you remember, like when the whole Anderson card first got announced, like towards the end of I think it was May, I kept bringing up Martin Bakovi as a person that Anderson should fight, right? Yeah. One of the reasons I kept doing that was because early on I identified that Anderson seems that, and here's the thing, I think Anderson's good, and I also would pick him if he was to fight at Andy Ruiz. I think Anderson's problem comes against the bigger heavyweights, because if you notice, the 5th round and the 10th round were the 2 rounds where Martin decided, all right, I'm not going to do any more movement. I'm just going to stand in the middle of the ring with you. When Martin was moving around the ring, Anderson had confidence he was getting his work off and stuff like that. I think that other than the defensive liability he was showing with the whole pulling back thing, I think that this fight showed that his power wasn't what he initially thought it was. Like, he has good power, but it's not like one shot concussive power like we were all previously associating with his record, right? But I don't think that the only shorter fighter or fighter his height that I would really pick against him would be like a Michael Hunter. I don't think Ruiz, like, with his work rate and his jab, I don't think he'd give Anderson too many problems. But going forward, I feel like, especially like going to even what Danny was saying, like, if Jared Anderson's serious about really trying to be like, one of the next top heavyweights, I think that all of his opponents going forward should be 6'5" and up. Because especially when he gets to that top level, whether you're facing Wilder, Joshua Fury, that's 6'6", 6'7", 6'9". So he needs to start learning how to like adjust his game for like those bigger fighters. Like, fighting that Zan Kazabuski guy, it's not gonna do anything for him. Like, dude's like a little bit shorter than Jared, southpaw. Like, the main top guys aren't even southpaw. I mean, granted, there's Usyk, but I mean, that's a whole nother topic. But yeah, I was impressed somewhat by Anderson, although he showed some flaws and stuff like that. But I just think going forward, he's gonna have to better matchmake, because I think the main thing was that against taller, bigger opponents, they got that kind of Charles Martin Bacoli like frame. That's when you're gonna see those flaws show up. Because with a guy like Bacoli, he's not moving around the ring; he's coming straight to you. Or even like Arslan, Mark, however you say that dude's name. Originally, this whole card was supposed to be a setup to then lead into Anderson versus Arslan, but judging from what I've heard the large majority of fans say, I don't even think a large majority of Anderson's fans would feel confident in Anderson going into like an Arslan fight based on the two performances. So really, he's just gonna have to go back to the drawing board, and Top Rank
I think it's a very appealing fight, and I think if it happens, it turns out to be a banging fight, a very entertaining fight. I was there, and they had Arslan back, obviously on the undercard of the TV portion. So most of the fans was already in the arena, and they was really loving the action from the fight. I think that's another great fight. I don't know that it's as big as, what people would think or want or whatever the case may be, but just because he ain't that known, but I love the fight.
Well, actually, I think that Jared Anderson versus Arslan would be the equivalent of Joe Joyce versus Daniel Dubois, as far as like, you have two guys, undefeated records, good power, good momentum, and then the winner of that fight can really like.
That is the Bell Stunner in New Jersey. Big Gucci Nick, what it do?
What it do, man? How I sound?
Straight.
Yeah, man. Honestly, man, I like Jared Anderson. I know how y'all feel about him, man. Y'all big supporters. That's what's up, man. But I feel like this is an example of what the top ranked diet will do to you, man. It's like it shows you, what you can do, but against lesser oppositions, man. But it don't really discipline you, man. Like, I feel like July 28th, Earl versus Terrence. Terrence gonna show that top ranked diet, man, when he finally step up. But I also think, man, a part of it's gotta have to do with the hometown fight, man. You got all these fighters looking bad in their hometown fights. I feel like the hometown fights really put the pressure on you and make it an ugly fight, man, for real. I think that's one thing too, man. But watching that Anderson fight, man, I didn't really like how his upper torso was leaned back and he was really relying on that pullback to get away from the punches, man. He need to learn how to
I agree.
get
I agree.
Yeah, he needs better head movement, man, and he needs to work on that footwork to cut the ring off better. But I feel like he's getting better every step up. You're getting better better and better. So I'd like to see him fight like a Valeen, man. I feel like Valeen is a dude that's around the same size and could cause problems to bigger dudes too. So if he could be like a Valeen, man, I feel like he really put a statement in the heavyweight division, man. But yeah, man, I feel like a lot of it had to do with Jared's top ranked diet, man. They kind of gave him false hope, like he's knocking these dudes clean out, but he need to really focus on the craft, man. You need to be more patient. You don't need to worry about getting the dude out in the 6th round. Just like Boots Ennis said, man, he's gonna stop trying to look for the KO because it don't come when you look for it, man. I saw a recent interview he was saying he's just gonna focus on boxing, and that's what these guys need to do, man. But yeah, man, that's my call. Shout out to y'all. Keep it a great show. Glad y'all back. Yeah, man, that's my call.
Word, man. We got Mad Bent, Kansas City. What it do? Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
You sound a little bit muffled, man. You got your Kenichis on?
No, man, I'm at the office.
What?
I'm at the office. I'm at the office. Anyway, I'm not surprised.
Nah, we can't hear you. You sound muffled, man.
Oh, man. All right. I'll call back.
What the fuck? Is it? I hope that is not the mixer. Let me see. Well,
Nah, it sounded pretty bad on my end.
Oh, why?
$5 super chat. RRT boxing with Mr. A says Crawford complains about fight. Shakur complains about fights, but Bob gonna get Jared all the fights to retire him happy in 4 years? Doubt it.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. That's what I'm saying. Plus, you know what we're not considering is the money. You know, once you start making like, what was it? Wilder got $3 million on paper for the first Fury fight. Then after that, you seen the public negotiations with the zone, so he made $25 million for a fucking mandatory, you know, in Brazil. It's when you get the money. Think of Charles Martin. My man made $5.8 million. Al got him $5.8 to fight AJ for that belt, man. It's hard to not take another fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get everybody got a plan, but bruh, and when more money, not more problems, but more money means you need to make more money. Because now you got a bigger expense, a bigger plate. You know what I'm saying?
If you choose to have it,
come on. Unless you're gonna tell me, no, I know for a fact he got sponsored, but you see, he upgraded his chain. That's what happens in life. He upgraded his chain. He gonna upgrade his car. He gonna upgrade his house. He gonna upgrade his dog. He gonna upgrade his girl. It's always gonna be more money. No disrespect, because I know they listen to the show. I don't know if he got a lady, and you know, because some of the ladies be saying I hate they mans. It's like, no, I'm just talking here, generalizing. Sometimes your man name get used. That's all. But yeah, like once you start making that bread, now you got a G5. That costs more. That payment more. That gas more. The insurance more. You made that first $4 million check. Now you bought a bigger house. Now maybe your house not a $500,000. Now it's $800,000. But now the lawn costs more. It's not $150 no more to do the lawn. Now you got to pay $500. That shit different, man. Shit different.
Nah, I hear you.
Them expenses go up. I mean, look at them cars, man. I moved to Vegas. I said, God damn, I'm trying to start a detailing business. You motherfuckers got so many cars out there. And I'm talking about the fighters themselves. It's like, I feel like I'm a talker. I could walk up to any of the fighters like, listen, bro, let me get your cars. I got you. Whatever you paying, I'ma beat it and do your whole fleet. Because almost all these Vegas dudes got 7 cars and shit. Everybody got 7 cars. You think 7 insurances, 7 car washes, 7 waxes, 7 registrations. Man, there's a lot going on out there. Let me tell you. So yeah, when you start making bread, you're going to want to keep making that bread. Unless you got a plan. And certainly Andre Ward had a plan, but even Andre Ward retired at what, 32? Shit take time. But don't get me wrong, Andre Ward.
He was 32-0. I don't know how old he was. He was 32-0 though.
I meant age. I think he retired at 32. But don't get me wrong. Andre Ward had the disadvantage where Jared has an advantage of being with Top Rank. Andre Ward was with a smaller promoter. Plus, he lost 2 years in litigations. You know what I'm saying? But it takes time to make real bread. As a heavyweight.
Then he had injuries, too, that kept him out of the ring for a while. Because I remember when he signed to Rock Nation, he was supposed to be the co-main event in his first fight or his second fight. I know he was supposed to be co-main event on the Canelo Cotto card. And he got injured. That pushed, his fight back. So, he definitely had to overcome some shit.
You just start looking at shit different, man. You make a couple million, you like, damn, another fight, I could buy that island.
Let's not forget, though, the guy you just mentioned walked away from 100 million. You get what I'm saying? So
after stashing how many million? And this is where we'll end it and get to any other calls.
Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. I mean, we both saw the Andre Ward documentary. He said he made more in that Rock Nation deal than he did.
And that's my point. And that's my point. After
my point is, in 3 fights, he made more than he had made in 29 fights.
Yes.
And then my point again is, in 3 fights, he was gonna make more than he had made in 32 fights.
Okay, but it took a startup that failed. Like, yeah, you could always get DAZN money out of nowhere when they just starting, Thriller money when they just starting, Rock Nation when they just starting. He with Top Rank. But look, I want to stay away from Jared. You said something about that. Okay, the Rock Nation deal. Bruh, Ward never told the world. You can't Google and find out what Ward made, but what you can Google is that Cotto made $55 million from Rock. And he was the small signing. Ward was the big signing. So, yeah, Ward retired early because they gave him a lump sum. You understand? He ain't have to do 32 fights like you said. It was one deal. Not to mention, it was off the back of the...
ask you.
No, hold on. Hold on, because I need you to understand this. In the documentary, he's still in the same fucking house. So I want you to understand, this is a different mindset. That's a different person. When he went to Rock, it was off the back of a 4-fight deal with HBO where they begged him to fight Kovalev in his prime. So remember, whoever was his manager, they was able to negotiate Alexander Brand, Sullivan Barrera, Kovalev. I mean, come on, bro.
Can I ask you something? Hold on. Can I ask you one thing, though? Mm-hmm. The Rock Nation deal. Yeah. Do you believe it was more than 100 million?
I believe he certainly got more than Cotto because he was valued and worth more than Cotto at the time. So if Cotto publicly got 50 plus a $5 million bonus, they gave that motherfucker a lot of money. I don't know if it made it up to 100, but look, I promise you, when the Top Rank rumors was out, I never thought Fury was gonna get 120. That motherfucker got 120, but he a heavyweight.
I'm just saying, like, the HBO offer was a 3-fight offer for $100 million that he turned down, gang. Like some people to them, they peace of mind, they family, they health, they faith is more important than the money.
You also sitting on over 50. It's over 50. No matter what we arguing here, he got paid more than Cotto. So yeah, I could walk away, man. What the fuck? Why can't I? I'm married. I got kids. We already got the house. That shit paid for. I'm a church dude, so I'm not even.
Yo, but that's like saying, yeah, the motherfuckers that make $65,000-$70,000 a year, yeah, they gonna turn down a $100,000 job. You get what I'm saying? The same shit, bro. Like, that's a lot of fucking money. Like, you're still talking about a 50%, 40% increase on what the fuck I'm making. Like, yeah, bro, ain't no job.
But you still got, listen, it's easy for me and you to say, yeah, I for sure can't walk away from the 100 because we don't got that 50 plus. And remember, it's 50 plus. We don't know. We shouldn't even. It's disrespectful to put him so close to Cotto.
No, that's why I suggested 65, 70. I suggested.
I did name a fighter that got 65, 70 million in the bank. It's very few, bro. Very few. Maybe you
name a
you
fighter.
lucky.
Name a fighter.
You lucky if you make it. You lucky if you make it to two hands. Lucky if you make it to two hands.
Now name a fighter that has 165 million or 150 million in the bank.
Probably Floyd. I'm struggling, but I don't want to disrespect AJ. But maybe AJ, and that's it. Pacquiao ain't got it. Pacquiao ain't got it. Maybe. I don't know.
How many pay-per-views has Canelo had in comparison to AJ? Come on,
listen. No, you calmate. That's the sangre in you going. I get it, but remember that boy ain't start making 17 or 30 until DAZN. I gotta take this call. These motherfuckers don't understand.
Man, all I'm saying is, bro, you talking about motherfucking Canelo, who's been on pay-per-view longer than I've been fucking. So it's like, how the fuck?
Bruh, but we talking about $165 million. Not to mention, you getting taxed 40. So you know how long it takes to get $165 million.
I'm just saying, no. I'm not saying he for sure got it. I'm just saying if AJ got it, if you saying AJ got it, Canelo for sure got it. If you're saying Anthony Joshua has it, Canelo Alvarez for sure has it. Bro,
sorry,
he's been on pay-per-view 10 motherfucking years.
Maybe you're right. I don't want to argue about that. Maybe you're right. Let's just throw them both on the list. But it's like I said, you gonna struggle.
Canelo's the only is the only boxer on the Forbes list.
Yeah, this year, the fuck that whack ass, weak ass stat. This year's Forbes. Okay, what about last year's and the year before that? Who was the athletes then?
Coming off his weakest year. I mean, fuck.
Again, it doesn't have to
coming off a losing year, like
champ. It don't have to be argued. Like, okay, he's on the list. I just don't think we making it to two hands worth of boxers, not two hands.
No. But that's the point. That's the point. If you have very limited boxers with 50 million. How many with 150 million? Because that's what he could have had. If you saying, yeah, he got 50, but how many got 150? You talking about generational wealth, your great grandkids just took care of type shit.
I hear you.
Tree saying he sent a cash app for another call.
I see Trees too.
Yo. What up? I just wanted to get on here with some non-Jerry shit, by the way. So I just wanted to say, you feel me? I feel like Stanionis going. I'm lightweight with that Stanionis pick. I ain't gonna hold you. I like it, buddy. He got a good jab. I wanted to get on here with that. That's all I wanted to say because I did want to stay on top of the shit. And then I also just wanted to get on here and say, shout out to my man Albert Bell. You feel me? We just moved up to number 2 in the world in the WBO. You feel me? And 130. From Toledo, Ohio. Shout out to my man. So yeah, we looking for a fight on that.
Shit,
look at that
stat. After the Navarrete and Valdez fight, he'll move up to number 1 because somebody gonna lose. Sure. Unless it's like a close, controversial fight or something along those lines.
Sure, definitely looking at a mandatory shot, and that's what's up. That'll be what's up for the city. That's gonna be that's gonna be nice. I just wanted to throw that out there and say shout out to my city, man. Shout out to Toledo, Ohio, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Dan. Hey, and Danny, I got my ticket. I'm gonna see you at that Bumgarner fight. I'm gonna see you in Detroit, bro. So yeah,
yes, sir.
We gonna link.
I'll be there next Thursday, Lord willing.
Okay, for sure. Be safe out here with that road runner. I'm gonna call you Road Runner Danny instead of ring with the ring walk. You Road Runner Danny from now on.
Man, I was road running before I knew what boxing was, brother.
Word.
Of course. Be safe out here, man. Y'all be cool. Shout out TBV, man.
Appreciate you.
Shout out to Trees. Shout out to everybody in Ohio.
Yo,
rocking out with us. Everybody nationwide, worldwide, rocking out with us. We appreciate y'all. Ness in Florida. I'm in Chicago right now.
Trees, what cash app you use, man? Don't be getting fooled. It's $the Boxing Voice 1. $THABOXINGVOICE number 1. Or you can use $NESGTO. All right? Because I certainly do not see anything pending. That being said, someone Googled Canelo's net worth, which is 180, which means he ain't got 165 in the bank. Just saying.
So what's AJ's net worth then? Because
I ain't
got it.
I ain't helping you win the conversation. I'm only helping you lose by telling you what they Googled. I'm not. He want me to also shoot my own theory down. No, sir. You got to do that. But I'm gonna get to this 312.
My bad. He got about his net worth only about a quarter of Canelo's. My bad.
We can't do math. What's that number?
He had like 45.
There you go. That's got to be wrong. The man made so many times he made 25 million publicly. In the Usyk fights alone, he made like 65, man. One of them. That shit's so wrong, man. Get the fuck out of it. What site you on? You on fake.net for
bro,
athletes.
First thing to come up, bro. It's the top site.
JT, what up, man?
What's up, Morty, fellas? What's going on?
Buenos dias.
What up, Danny? You in the shot?
Well, yeah, what up with it?
What's up? Here in the north side, Wrigleyville.
Yo, let me tell you something funny. For the first time in my life, I saw Wrigley Field in person, bro. And my eyes been like fucking with me ever since. Like, I've been seeing a lot of shit ever since. But yeah, bro, for the first time, I went to a bar over there. It's jumping. I ain't gonna lie. Wrigleyville jumping.
It's beautiful, huh?
I ain't never
It's beautiful.
I ain't never been to Wrigleyville. It was jumping. A lot of bars.
It's beautiful, brother. It's beautiful. First of all, shout out to Big Baby. He did great in Toledo. I guess I don't know the numbers, how many, but it looked like the 8,000 to 10,000 people in that small stadium. So congratulations.
Yeah, I think they had 8,000 or 7,000 or some change. Definitely.
Hey,
it was either 8,200 or 7,200. It was one of the two.
Hey, it looked great on TV. It wasn't a fight that he wanted. I don't know if you guys saw kind of at the end, he was kind of like a little bit in tears with his mom. A little bit disappointed, but he shouldn't be disappointed at all. This is boxing. This is a learning experience. He does pull back a lot, you know. He's got to learn. I would like to see him with an easier fight, maybe get his confidence built up. Who's that cat from Australia? They got all the tattoos. That the fake Big Baby beat him.
Lucas Brown.
He need a Lucas Brown in his life.
But he stops Lucas Brown, though. Like, Lucas Brown is endurable. He could get stopped to the head and body. He does have power, but, like, if you hurt him, you could get him out of there early.
I heard you. So Ness, what do you think is the next play for him then? If you matchmaker, who would you put him up? Yo.
Nah, I was just thinking. I still like the Big Baby fight versus Big Baby. I think it's if we trying to get him retired by 27, that's a pay-per-view fight that doesn't need a belt. Yes, hardcore fans gonna be mad, but it'll do 50, maybe 75,000 pay-per-views. You know,
it'll do numbers.
You said they're gonna be mad at the fact that it's pay-per-view or the fact that the fight happened?
Mad that it's pay-per-view.
Oh, okay.
But
I don't think that they'll be mad that the fight happened, and I think that maybe it could be first and foremost, last pay-per-view Top Rank did was a Haney one. After that, or maybe no, it wasn't after. It was actually, but leading up to that, Bob Arum is on record stating that he want to drop the price. So if that was 50. You know, a $40 pay-per-view, Big Baby versus Big Baby, the real Big Baby versus Big Baby Miller, fuck it. That ain't bad. We know the build-up gonna be crazy. Build-up gonna be funny as shit, so why not?
I kind of feel like that would kind of have to be like the undercard. Maybe it'd be like Haney and Loma too, and that'd be a great undercard matchup. Besides that, this weekend.
Oh yeah,
Boy,
that ain't never happening, but ever, but yeah.
You know, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, let's see if that ever happens. If that goes up pay-per-view. You know, big baby juiced up to the neck. You know what I mean? He takes more steroids than whoever, more protein than a chicken wing. You know what I mean? He's stirred up. You know, whatever. Anyways, this weekend, this is very important for Oscar. He needs Ortiz to win because I think his lineup is not looking good. Ryan's gone. You know, what big fights does Oscar really have in the bag with his stable? You know what I mean? I really think Oscar needs this W. If not, it's not looking good for Golden Boy. I'm out. You guys enjoy your rest of your week. Nestor, I'm happy that you're back from vacation. You know what I mean? I thought you were gonna stay out there, Tigre. But appreciate always the show. Y'all have a good one. You.
I wanted to, man. I wanted to. One day we're gonna get that internet situated, man. I gotta get my motherfucking Dante's Nation boxing on. I gotta be able to, do my show from a third world country, especially my parents' own country, right? Like, shit crazy. But so Danny, how much you think they gotta pay Jared and Jarrell to fight?
I mean, shit, if you saying this pay-per-view, motherfucking, you could do like a 70-30 split, right? A 70-30 split. I think for Jarrell Miller, that'll be cool. I think that Jarrell, first and foremost, ain't fought on pay-per-view. He's a known cheater. But on top of that, he been fighting little bullshit cards, fighting in Argentina, fighting in like Europe, fighting in Tennessee. Like, he'd be able to be back on the spotlight with a fight with Jared Big Baby Anderson. So I think you take that fight, 70-30 type deal, and you make it shake.
You know what? We're gonna move on from that fight. We gotta find a different fight, even though that's the right fight. I just don't see a company like Top Rank that's been in business so long, doing the right thing for so long, making the same mistake twice. And even though I want them to, and I don't want it to end in mistake, but I feel like they took a chance with Jarrell already, and it wasn't even pay-per-view. It would be too risky for them to take a chance on Jarrell Miller again. And put it
bro,
on
that wasn't
pay-per-view.
Top Rank.
Yes, it was.
What occasion you talking about?
You thinking his biggest occasion with AJ, but after that, they gave him a second shot. Top Rank gave him a deal. Google it. He was juiced. Oh, you didn't know that? Oh, wow. Yeah. He had a co-promotion with Top Rank, bro. Oh, yeah.
And what happened?
But Google it. It's the last situation. You, for whatever reason, you just not thinking Top Rank. You still thinking AJ, but the DAZN
Yeah, because after that, ain't shit happened. He ain't fight for 3 fucking years.
Nah. He got a Top Rank deal, co-promotion, bro. Look, someone else said it. Top Rank gave Miller an opportunity and he stuffed it up. He failed again after AJ. I'm telling you, how do you not remember this? That's why they won't specifically do it.
Bro, exactly. Okay, maybe you're right, but what I said ain't fucking wrong. Motherfucker, Pop Todd in 2019 ain't fight for 3 fucking years. He legit didn't fight till last summer.
Yeah, because when they got him a fight, he popped.
I hear you. But when I say he ain't fight for 3 years, you was like, nah, like they gave him an opportunity and he fucked it up.
Yeah, it's exactly what happened.
Yeah, but he didn't fight. You feel me?
Because he popped again. I have to clarify. Like, you keep thinking it was AJ one. No, after that.
No. But I'm just saying, regardless, after he popped hot, he still went those 3 years without fighting. That's all I was saying. So that's what I'm saying. In between that time, that's when he signed with Top Rank, and they, gave him a fight or an opportunity, and he fucked it up again. He never got to fight.
Let me tell you, that is the best pay-per-view too, because for all the reasons you've already said, Jarrell needs the opportunity. He's been on local shows and international club shows too, because he fought like in Colombia or some shit. But you know, it would be perfect. I did the math, bro. $50, 75,000 pay-per-views is almost $4 million. That's 3.75, bro. And that's not a gate. That's just the 75,000 pay-per-views. That's beautiful. 70, and you don't give him 30. If Devin is sending 25 to Shakur, you got to send Jarrell, who's been failing multiple drug tests. You got to send him 25% of the overall, though. He's gonna bring home millions of dollars. This is just the gate. Just the pay-per-view at 75,000 pay-per-views. That's like a little bit more than Postal versus Crawford. Like, that's not asking a lot of Jared Anderson to sell 75,000 pay-per-views at $50 and then sell out an arena in New York City. Easy. Him and Jarrell, New York. I don't know about Ohio, right? Like, are you gonna get the same ticket value? You wanna make those tickets $500 seats and shit like that. How was the crowd?
Shit, you could go to Detroit. Little Caesars Arena. Why not? That's only
Jarrell fought in Chicago,
Toledo,
and Jarrell fought in Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, that had nothing to do with him though.
I know, but they know him for beating a fellow Chicagoan, so they might drive to go see him fight again.
He did beat
Thomas
somebody
Adamick.
in Chicago.
Thomas Adamick. I'm stretching here.
Thomas Adamick, yeah. That was the first time I realized how many Polish people were in the city of Chicago. But yeah, bro, I mean, Detroit and New York ain't shit but an hour flight. Like, what the fuck?
Damn, Rocky Rodriguez said nobody buying that. I would certainly buy that. I was going to buy.
Y'all gotta realize that the build up to that fight too would be crazy. So it's like y'all minds might get changed because we might have shit pop off.
Eddie said that won't sell. How? That shit sells in my mind. It sells all day. I think Big Baby pushes Big Baby physically at weigh-ins or press conferences. Like, I think he talks slick too. Like, I was signed to Top Rank. I know how it go, how it work behind the closed doors. They building this boy off my neck. I could see him saying all that shit, talking greasy. I mean, think AJ press conference. He said so much. He got under AJ's skin. That shit was serious.
Didn't he mention his mother?
Man, he mentioned everything, man. He said he wanted to take his mama on a date, man. That boy was disrespectful. That he fucked that up. I really wanted that fight. I don't give a fuck how that would have ended. Ghost, what up?
Yo, what's up?
What's good?
Yo, I just wanted to ask. Yo, Danny, do you still think Jared Anderson will knock out Anthony Joshua?
Think he beats him.
Okay, so you don't think he'll knock someone out anymore?
Was I saying knockout before?
Yeah, you said 100%. You was going crazy, and then I reminded you that this was similar to Daniel Dubois.
Send me the video, brother. I don't recall that. I don't recall. But yeah, he still beat AJ. It ain't about shit.
Danny, you probably say he stops him. You probably say he stops him. You use that phrase more than knock him out.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, same thing. But
not really the same thing. It goes not really the same thing because you could get a stoppage of accumulation. AJ could be on the ropes and then the ref stop it because Jared on his ass. It ain't really a knockout.
Yeah, even that, I don't think that's happening because even in the past, I was saying Jared, I'm not saying he can't punch, but I feel like he's a bit overrated because he's more of a volume guy. Like you said, like he's punching people and then the ref jumps in or something. But do you think the pressure's getting to him? Because I saw he was.
I don't know about that actually. I mean, I feel like most of his fights, he's laid motherfuckers out. Like how many fucking videos isn't he standing over their body yelling "Get up, bitch" and like come on, bro, like how you doing that? How you doing that if the ref in between he's standing over their bodies?
No, but isn't it more like accumulation and stuff? And also, do you think the pressure's getting to him because he's kind of saying it? And what do you think?
I mean, did you watch the interview?
Yeah, the Roy Jones. Yeah, he said
Yeah,
it's
so I
getting to him.
mean, yeah, but I mean, like for me, what that came out after the Fight Hub interview, so it's like he knows what he wants to do in his head. He want to go, you feel me, run it up, and that's that.
Yeah, yeah.
I
So
mean, I
yeah,
just
that's all I
thought
want to see.
like to me, what he said, it ain't shit that nobody else go through. I feel like that's a point in time that's a thing that every fighter, every boxer, at a point in time go through. Like you gonna have that pressure. Eyes gonna be on you. Expectations gonna be set on you. You gonna be the one expected to pay the bills and get your peoples out the like. That's just the way shit is. All right.
All right, Ghost. Danny, take over.
But yeah, champ. This week, obviously, we hit talking. I know it seems like Jared Anderson, but we got Stanionis versus Vergil Ortiz on the zone this weekend. We are talking that. So if anybody want to call in, voice their opinion, 425-569-5241. Press one time. Voice your opinion. We are talking, I guess, in a way, Jared Anderson. And the heavyweight division right now. We kind of got off topic, but y'all know that's what we do. We the boxing voice. Yeah, y'all saying Mike Tyson, like the motherfucker ain't have mental health issues and drug abuse issues and fucking ended up locked up and all this shit. So it's like y'all talk about Mike Tyson doing what he did, but like what did he really do? Like he was able to become world champion, youngest heavyweight world champion at what cost? At what cost, you know? So it's like I don't wish that on no fighter, you know, and I'm sure Mike looking back on it probably wouldn't because of all the change and things that he's had to beat and overcome. So yeah, man. He said Martin exposed Jared's chin, in my opinion. Uh I didn't think he was hurt. He got caught for sure, but I didn't think he was hurt. Karma says a delusional voice. Why? Because your boy get beat on? How is that delusional? Mad Dog 8 says Virgil El Sicario Ortiz by KO. Damn. Y'all just think Stanonius is gonna be easy. I don't see how. I really don't see how. Big Ticket says Miller beats Anderson because of the pressure and intimidation factor. He has a chin as well. He's huge, pretty agile. And in the first half of the fight, yeah, I ain't seen him fight in so many years. So it's just like I can't really base what he's done in the 4 years ago when he's like 50 pounds heavier. I like the Ruiz fight. I definitely like the Ruiz fight. When Mike Tyson was 23, he got beat by Buster Douglas. Crazy to think. He said he got rocked in the last few seconds of the fight. Yo, he got caught. Yeah, cool. I mean, he still won the round. What the fuck do it matter? Feel like the only round that Charles Martin won was probably the 5th round. Yeah, so I think it's good though, because you know a lot of people feel that it was all hype, it was this, the top ranked diet, that. Cool. Now more people I feel like should be taking those fights if that's what y'all think and that's what y'all feel. Take the fights and make the fights happen, and I think it'll be good for it.
Yo, champ.
What up?
I don't see no callers. You got to the super chats. I had to take that call.
Yeah. No, you good? Yeah. RT Boxing. I read that. Oh no, I didn't. That was not the last one. RT Boxing, Mr. A, $5 says top rank got cheap Australian money. Dempsey McKean or Justice Honey possible next for Jared. Both top 15 in the WBO. Mad Ben $105 says Big Baby Anderson should fight Frank Sanchez next. Big Baby beats his pillow fisted R's.
And
I like the Sanchez fight.
RTR Boxing Mr. A says $5. You said that one top rank with the cheap Australian money?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Shout out
Chicago
to him.
Hollow $2 says y'all doing a show on Boots and Villa?
Yeah, I answered that. We certainly doing that. That's gonna be tomorrow because today we did this one. Both these fights happened Saturday. That's why we're doing previews and predictions for Stanionis and Vergil Ortiz early. Tomorrow morning, we'll talk Boots and Villa. This afternoon, 3 o'clock Eastern, 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, we're going to be talking Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford, and the fact that Sean Porter now is saying Earl has a huge advantage over Crawford, which is pretty weird. And I hope I don't get another side text from Sean, like, yo, why you ain't text me first, man? I ain't say that shit. And it's like, yo, bro, you the most misquoted guy out there. Because this is pretty, he fought them both, so it's pretty weird. Not weird, but pretty telling, right? Or at least some people look at it that way. I got Decatur, Georgia, Lids Low.
Yeah, they said Frank Sanchez dog walks and stops Crybaby Anderson. So why he couldn't do that to FA? Fuck out of here, yo. Make it happen. Let's go. I like that.
What up?
Everything kosher, man. Everything sweet. Shit. Oh, by the way, I got Stanionis. So if anybody willing to bet who actually really bet, I'm down for it. Holler at me on Discord. Let's see what's shaking. As far as the Jared Anderson, man, shout out to that cat once again. Bro, just keep doing you, bro. You always gonna get, you know what I'm saying, comments, negative and positive. It is what it is, bro. When you ready to quit, quit. It is what it is. Shout, is your life. You know what I'm saying? Rock out, pimping. But what else we got? Oh, you say you're going to talk about Jerron and what's called later on. And then what? Crawford and them later on to Ena?
Crawford and Earl, Porter, 3 o'clock Eastern, 12 o'clock Pacific. Tomorrow morning, Boots via previews and prediction.
Got it. Man, shout out to TBV and everybody. I'm out the account. Remember, I'm going for Stanionis, shout out. Hey, you know what I'm saying? He is a definition of a dog, too, bro. That fight with him and Butayev, bro, if y'all didn't look at it or if you only looked at it once, go look at that shit again, bro. That's why, I'm doing my homework. But I fought with Vergil, but I think Stanionis got his ass. So shout out to everybody at my column out the account. Let's keep boxing alive in there, hope. Y'all stay up.
All right. I got
yo, bro. Fuck these people, bro. All due respect to the audience, bro. Fuck that money, bro. Go get the casino's money. He plus money. Right. They ain't gonna give you no plus money. So why bet straight up with somebody when you could go make a killing? He plus money on money line. You ain't even gotta go crazy. Oh, knockout or this and that, bro. Money line. He plus money.
I got Tim on Twitter. What up?
Tim Zoo, I feel sorry for you.
Nah, this Tim Booski.
Oh wow.
Yo, what's up, man? Salute, fam. What's up? What you saying, blood? What you saying this and what you saying that?
Salute.
Yeah,
what you
fam.
saying?
Hey, what you saying, fam? You seem to be a big believer in your boy Jared Anderson. So let me ask you something, Danny. So do you really think that your boy will be taking those straight lefts from someone like Anthony Joshua? He's never even been in a championship bout. He hasn't even been up there with B-class caliber fighters. Why do you believe that this guy will just come and take over the heavyweight division? He's kind of small for the weight class. Why does he take on guys like Richard Torres that whooped his ass in the amateurs?
So
Why don't he take on guys like that?
Bro, because Bob won't even let Richard spar Jared. Fuck you talking about? He won't even let him spar him.
So are we gonna see Jared Anderson in there with someone like F.A. Jagba, someone like Frank Sanchez, someone like, at least give us a Joseph Parker, man. Give us one of those guys because he's struggling against 37-year-old Jared Anderson, 37-year-old Charles Martin.
Bro, tell your man's Anthony Joshua make the trip down to Houston. He ain't shit but up the road.
No. He can't mess with the big boys. Well, he can't mess with those type of big boys just yet. He needs to think about guys like Dubois. Dubois will knock him out. How about Dubois will knock him out? Knock him into bits.
Bro,
You understand
Dubois
what I'm saying to you?
cool too. Dubois cool too. That's cool too. Like, what the fuck we talking about? That's great, bro. All these fights is
So would he take
great.
those left hands from Dubois? Would he take those left hands from Dubois?
Is Dubois gonna land the left? Dubois ain't got the reach Charles Martin got. He ain't got the reach Martin got, so is he gonna land the left? What you think, Jerry
Charles
not
Martin
gonna
doesn't
make any adjustments? What the fuck we talking about?
No, I didn't see any adjustments in that fight against Charles Martin. Charles Martin, he is a crafty veteran. He's 37 years old. He lacks explosiveness.
If you ain't see adjustments, let me tell you something. If you didn't see adjustments, then quite frankly, you just don't know nothing about boxing. Because let me tell you, he got the knockdown off of an adjustment. First time he did what he did in the fight, he got the knockdown. So
no, see, he made slight adjustments. See, I'm not an ignorant boxing fan. I'm not ignorant. See, I can admit, you get me. I do admit that he made slight adjustments.
You just said, well, after I called you out, after you said he didn't make adjustments, now he made adjustments. So
he made slight adjustments. I'm talking about making big adjustments against the top apex predator class caliber of fighters. And Charles Martin is not that.
And you think as of late Anthony Joshua is?
No, I wouldn't. No, not at all.
All right then. So what are we talking about?
Now I wanted to understand where you got this great belief from. Why do you think he can take on the top caliber competition when the top caliber competition will be landing those mad left hands on him? And thank you for allowing me on your platform to speak.
I've seen him in there with Tyson Fury, and I know sparring is sparring, but I've seen him in there with Tyson Fury, who I believe is the best heavyweight in the world. I've seen him in there with Efe Ajagba. I've seen him in there with Johnny Rice. I've seen him in there with Olympic gold and silver medalists. So cool. Like whatever y'all think the case to be, that is great. That is great. He is 23. He is only 15-0. He has 14 knockouts in his 15 fights. So whatever y'all talking about is great. People talking about Mike Tyson, and like I said, for one, Mike Tyson took his loss to Buster Douglas at the same age Jared is. Mike was already heavyweight champ, but what did Mike have to fucking go through? Mental health issues, drug abuse issues. Like, why would we want that on anybody? It ain't no rush. You get what I'm saying?
Correct.
I mean, if you think Fury is a joker and he made Jared look good, then he was joking to get ready for the biggest fights of his life against Deontay Wilder. So if you think he was joking in camp for the most serious training, then I don't know what to tell you, brother, because it's kind of like let me find any excuse to shit on the kid. You get what I'm saying? It's giving some UK hater vibes. That's all.
No, never that, man. I told you, I'm not an ignorant boxing fan.
No, I didn't even know you were still on the line. I was talking to London Runs Boxing specifically. He in the chat.
Okay.
One
more question for you. One more question for you, Danny. Mr. Ness. Who would you like to see Jared Anderson in there next? Can we get Efe Ajagba? Can we get someone in the top 5, top 10 possibly? And do you think that he'll win that fight?
I don't think Efe is top 5, and I don't think Efe would be next. They're stablemates. They have sparred plenty of rounds. And I'm gonna be quite frank with you, man. Like, I just don't think, like, just because of what I know, y'all not gonna want that fight in reality. Like, that's not what y'all gonna want. You get what I'm saying? Like, trust me, that's not a fight y'all want. I think the Frank Sanchez fight is a cool fight, but that's across the street. You know, they got these young guys over there on the top ranked side, Jalalov and the other dude, but I just think that those aren't the appealing big fights. So it don't really matter, to be quite frank. I think that there's plenty of great options in the top 10 for him.
Shout out to Danny, man. You so powerful. You took over Stanionis and Ortiz, bro. This became a Jared Anderson show.
Nah,
hey,
bro,
because
it's like,
thank you, sir.
People think that like something was supposed to change on my joint. Like, ain't shit changed. I still think he beat Joshua. I still think that he can compete with any of the top heavyweights. Like, I've said it before, and I don't I don't believe that things changed. I think that you give him a full camp to prepare for one guy, yeah, he gonna definitely hold his own. So whatever people think, that's cool. Send your favorite fighter in that's great.
All right, champ. I
Mad
think,
Ben
the guy.
100, he said Big Baby starts as Ajaba, Sanchez, and today's
He
AJ.
spars a Jogba already, and I think they don't even let him spar him no more, right? You're not
I
at
think they
liberty
might
to
have got
say?
some work this past camp, but I know for a couple camps they wouldn't put him in there with FA.
Let me check Discord. Looks like we got the everybody champ. Someone slid in. Who is
I
that?
like the Otto fight. Whoever said Otto, I like that fight.
I think this is LV. What up?
TBV, fellas.
What it
How it
do?
sound?
Chilling. You sound good.
Yeah, man. Good to see you. Good to see y'all fellas back, man. Back at it. But yeah, man, this fight right here definitely gonna be a good welterweight fight, man. Vergil Ortiz, Stanionis. Virgil having his issues making the weight. I'm kind of skeptic on, who gonna pull it out, man, because Stanionis don't come to play either, man. He's really one of them, like one of them top 10 welterweights. So I think we in for a good fight with this one. I think Stanionis may be coming off surgery or something like that as well. So I'm just looking forward to see how it play out, man. If I had to choose, I probably, probably side more with Virgil, with him on his KO streak. But like I said, he's been having trouble making the weight lately. You know what I mean? So, I'm just gonna see how it plays out. But yeah, I'm leaning towards more Virgil. But Stanionis, I don't know. This might be Virgil's first fight not getting a stoppage, man. I know he got that 100% KO on his record. I think this may be his first fight actually goes to decision, man. Because like I say, Stanionis don't come to play. But Jared Anderson, man, I don't know what really everybody. I mean, he only 15 fights in, man, just for the former world champion. You know what I'm saying? I don't think none of these guys. I mean, I'm not sure exactly what AJ was at when he was knocked off Martin. But Jared Young, man, he ain't number 23, man. You know what I'm saying? 15 fights in. You know what I'm saying? I know they used to see him get a KO, but he only 15 fights and already fighting a former champ. He just had a little adversity in the fight, but he basically sweeped him. You know what I'm saying? Got that knockdown early. So I mean, I like it. I like what I'm seeing, but I wouldn't rush him like I've been saying. None of these top guys right now. Just continue to build them. Continue, just put him in there with guys. Probably his next fight, somebody you probably can knock him out. I'm thinking a Dominique Brazil, man. See if you can get him out. He's a big guy, similar to these bigger guys in this heavyweight division, you know what I'm saying? And he's been in there with AJ and Wilder, you know what I mean? So why not? You know what I'm saying? Otto Wallin wasn't able to stop him. Let's see if Jared can do it. You know what I mean? So I think Dominique Brazil, or I'm not even sure about Big Baby, man. Like I said, he got the the problems with the drugs and stuff, man. I'm not sure I even want him in there with nothing like that right now. But like I said, Dominique Brazil, that's one of the names I've really been kind of thinking about. But yeah, man, that's all I really got, man. I'm looking forward to this fight, man. We got a big weekend with the welterweights with Boots gonna be active too. So yeah, we got a good weekend, man. But yeah, good to see y'all fellas back, man. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
All right, I was about to say C-Dub. Y'all be sounding alike. That's actually LV. Shout out.
Sean, appreciate the call.
Discord looks like we got Omar from London. They coming for Danny, boy. Shout out to Danny bringing back that UK motherfucking
Man, bring those
demographic.
bricks, man. All that smoke. Light that shit up like a fucking blunt. Fuck you talking about?
Yo.
What up, Omar?
What up, brother? Yeah, I'm not going to go into the Canelo thing. You know my opinion on that. But I just wanted to talk about the Jared fight this weekend. Yeah, I agree with you. When he came in, he looked really tiny compared to Charles Martin. And I just wanted to know whether you thought he didn't seem to be able to hurt Martin really, but Martin was able to hurt him. Do you think that's down to the fact that does Jared not have a good amount of power, or does Charles Martin just really have a granite chin?
I think you got to give it to Charles. Definitely, he took the shots. I think for a guy that has stopped 14 guys and for the most part quite easy fashion, regardless, right? Regardless of who he fought, it's still like very few people is getting 14 knockouts in a row. That being said, I think he might not have the Deontay Wilder power, but he definitely got something. But you got to give Charles Martin his credit for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I don't think you have to go to the extreme of saying Langer got all those knockouts against a certain level of opposition, and then you up the level a little bit, and it didn't seem that he had like ferocious power. So my question is, do you think, like, where do you think his power actually ranks? Do you know what I mean? Like, how much power does the guy have in his hands? And with age, if he fills out a bit, like, do you think he has the ability to have real, like, one punch knockout power?
Yeah, I mean, I think that he's still growing and developing into his body. I mean, this was the first time I've ever seen abs on him. So, I think that he's still growing. He's only going to get stronger, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Again, a lot of his knockouts have been one punch knockouts, but it comes to a point where you're not able to knock everybody out with one punch and knock out everybody, period. So he definitely has power, and for those that question it, definitely tell your favorite fighter get in there.
Well, I mean, I definitely saw heart, and I actually saw an engine as well, because to me it seemed like it was at quite a fast pace. I felt like he did a lot of work over 10 rounds.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, again, people talk about the two overhand lefts, but it's like the two overhand lefts got Charles more than one round in the bag, and that was it.
Yeah, I thought maybe he just took his eye off the ball right at the end of the 10th. I think he did get hurt at the end of the 10th, but I think that was maybe a concentration issue.
Do you think that was enough to win the round, though? Because I didn't give Martin the round. I only gave him the fifth.
I didn't score. I mean, listen, I definitely would have given them the 10th, because the way I like to judge rounds is like, if someone was the one that got hurt in the round, to me it doesn't really matter if he was more active, more jabs, and so on and so forth. I would give the guy the round because he was able to hurt the other person. But the reality is, I wasn't scoring the fight. I did feel, just from naked eye, I felt it was a pretty clear victory for Anderson. But yeah, which I think is very hard to do against the guy.
All right.
With
Well, Omar, we do appreciate it. Appreciate the
All right,
call
buddy.
and your thoughts. Nez did not use the wrong thumbnail, guys. This is the right thumbnail. It just so happens that, like many times on the show, the Boxing Voice has kind of swayed the topic into, whatever it is. And right now, it's the Jared Anderson fight from this past weekend.
Yeah. I thought I didn't know where you was going with that. I'm like, damn, did I really use the wrong thumbnail? And I'm like checking, but I get what you're saying. Yeah, the conversation has swayed. I mean, Jared is a polarizing figure. Danny is obviously a co-host, and people want to get your thoughts. But I got Big Boss Nino. What up? I ain't talked to him since I've been back. What up, champ?
Yo, Nez, Danny, what's good with y'all?
Chilling.
What it do? What up, champ?
Man, it's been a minute, dog. It's been like 3-4 weeks, nigga. I was in Vegas fucking with y'all. Nigga got put in the hospital, though. Nigga had a brain bleed on some bullshit.
How the fuck you get a brain bleed,
Damn,
let alone on some bullshit? What the fuck? You out here sparring in Vegas?
Nah, nigga, I came out there on the, I think it was the 12th, nigga. I woke up the next day, dog. I had a seizure out of nowhere, bro, on some crazy shit. I was in the hospital for like 9 days out there in Southeast.
What the fuck? How, bro?
Yeah, that shit crazy. Bro, I don't even know, dog. They said I had that shit from when I was a kid, dog.
Oh, my
shit
God.
called the AV shit. Yeah, but I'm gonna be all right though, man. But back to this boxing shit. I ain't even too worried about Jared, dog. That nigga won 9 rounds out of 10. It ain't really too much you could say. You could say he got hit by a good shot, but he in the heavyweight division. That shit gonna happen. So it ain't really too much I could even pick apart about that shit except saying he lost the round. So other than that, that's really the only thing people could say. But about this Stanionis and Ortiz fight, man, like I've been saying, I'm going with Stanionis. I've been saying that shit for about 3-4 months now. And like I said, shit, we almost here. I thought a hell of people would be talking about it, but like I just said, niggas more worried about Anderson losing 1 round. So it's like shit, I don't know what niggas is on, to be honest. But like I said, man, it's gonna be a good fight this weekend. I'm gonna be tuned in. I'm definitely betting on Stanionis. I think it's like 300 negative 250 right now, if I ain't mistaken. I gotta look again. I was on FanDuel. But like I said, bro, I'm rocking with Stanionis and shit. That's what I got, bro. And that's all I got.
Stanionis plus money everywhere. Vergil the favorite.
Yeah, that's why I said Stanionis like plus 300, 250 on FanDuel.
Oh,
I gotta look again.
I heard you say minus. My bad.
Nah, he plus money. But yeah, bro, that's all I got on this card, bro. I'll be tapping back in with y'all soon.
All right, champ.
All right, my guy. Appreciate the call. And hopefully everything's straight, man. Got to take care of that health, bro.
Word.
Shit ain't no joke.
We right back at you guys in 3 hours and 30 minutes for our second
12
show.
Yes, sir. 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central for people like me in the Midwest. Appreciate everybody. Ness GTO, Ring Walk, Danny, the Boxing Voice. And don't forget, July 28th, tickets are on sale for the 4th Appreciation Night. The night before, Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. Go to eventbrite.com. Get your tickets now. The fight party is sold out, but you still can get tickets for the Appreciation Night. That is July 28th. Go get your tickets now. Catch us 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern.
Peace.
Arrivederci.